You may know Tony Robbins as the life coach and motivator extraordinaire, but in the last few years, he's been making inroads into personal finance. In today's video, I'll share clips of what he really thinks about annuities. So we start at the beginning of the video where he shares with us what he believes to be the most important goal of retirement planning. Let's take a listen.
What's the next step?
Next step is you've got to create an income for life. And then when I say income for life, it's so interesting because I ask people all the time, why do you invest? What are you investing for? What would your response be?
So I'll have money when I'm old.
Right?
Yeah.
So some people say, so I'll have money when old. Some people say, so I can grow my assets. Some people say, so they tell me all kinds of things. There's only one reason to invest: income. Mm-hmm. You can have all these companies, but eventually you have to convert that to income to be able to live a great life. Mm-hmm. The final purpose of all investing is income. And most of us don't know that anymore because all of the marketing machines of the large banks, if you were taking income, it's no longer in their account.
So it's bad.
So it takes it away from them.
Okay, so here Tony Robbins correctly identifies the most important objective in retirement planning: creating an income you can't outlive. Your goal shouldn't be to spend your entire working years creating a massive pile of money and then just coast into retirement. Once you hit retirement, the rules of the game change. You must now find a way to convert that massive pile of money into a sustainable stream of income you can't outlive. And he rightly points out that this is one of the reasons why large investment companies don't like to think of investing in terms of lifetime income. They make money off of investments under management. And when you begin taking in income, you are systematically spending those assets down, which systematically reduces their income. So right out of the chute, we understand that income is the end game, much to the chagrin of major money management institutions. Okay, let's keep going.
The number one fear amongst baby boomers is not death. Death is a far number two, way down the list, number two percentage-wise. Number one is running out of money before they die, having a life where they don't have income. And it's going to happen, according to all the statistics, to about 75% of the population, right? It's mind-boggling. So what do I do without any income? That's why you see people now in their 70s as greeters at Walmart. You know, it's just they got to figure out what to do because they never figured this stuff out in the beginning.
He's right. Survey after survey shows that the number one fear people have in retirement is running out of money before they run out of life. It's dying broke. The technical term for this is longevity risk, outliving your money. And the reason this is such an insidious risk is because it magnifies a subset of retirement risks that can cause you to run out of money much faster than you ever thought possible. What are we talking about here? We're talking inflation risk, withdrawal rate risk, sequence of return risk, and long-term care risk. The truth is, the longer you live, the more likely your retirement savings will succumb to one of these risks. So if you can solve longevity risk, you can simultaneously solve a whole slew of sub-risk that can likewise foil your retirement plan. So what does Tony Robbins think is the solution to longevity risk? Well, here's where we come to the verboten term, annuity. But according to Tony Robbins, not just any annuity will do. Let's keep listening.
I'll give you a perfect example. A variable annuity, very popular annuity, is filled with fees. It's fees on top of fees. It's fees to be inside of the annuity, and then there's fees for a mutual fund on top of it. It's a disaster.
Okay, so he warns against variable annuities because they have high fees. Now, the one thing you have to remember, and Tom Hegner reminds us of this all the time, you are getting something in exchange for those fees. What you're getting are guarantees. This said, I'm with Tony Robbins on this one. I think there's a better solution. Let's see what he says.
But there are types of annuities, like done properly, like these hybrid annuities, they call them, where it's tied to an index, meaning a stock market index. So here's how it works. You get the upside without the downside. If the stock market goes up, you get a percentage of that growth. If it goes down, you lose nothing. So like you think about my friend who's been out of the stock market for 6 years and he's got nothing to show for it. I said to him, this would have been one of many different vehicles you could have easily done. When I started seeing how these work, there's one annuity I saw, and I'm getting old enough that I'm within the range of doing these things now, which scares me. But one of them gives a guaranteed return of 7% a year. And where are you going to find that? And
my immediate reaction.
My immediate reaction, that's impossible.
It's like,
I know. It's a company that's, A-rated, it's been around forever. But here's how they do it. You pay into the company, in this particular one, your rate grows at 7% a year, and then you have this lump sum. You don't take out the lump sum. That's how you get the 7% per year. What you do is you take out 5% of it a year, and so they show you what that means to you in income. Because what you really want is income. Mm-hmm. If you're in the stock market and it drops 50%, your income is just cut in half, and then to grow it back can take decades. So there's some that are tied to the stock market, and if it loses money, you lose nothing, and there are no fees if it doesn't make money.
That's a much more attractive proposition.
It's mind-boggling. And then they have a second piece which says, if you leave your money with us and you don't take it out, if you leave it with us, then you can convert that to income in the future. And we can show you how much that would be worth in the future at different stages. So you're able to have something to plan with.
So what Tony Robbins is describing here is what's called a fixed index annuity. You give a chunk of your liquid retirement savings to an insurance company and they link the growth of that money to the upward movement of a stock market index. Whatever the index does, you get to keep up to a cap. And should the market ever go down, they simply credit you a zero. And one of the most compelling features of a fixed index annuity is the ability to elect a guaranteed lifetime income that's guaranteed to last so long as you're on this side of the grass. So here's how you might utilize a fixed index annuity in retirement. First, figure out your lifestyle needs. Then subtract from that amount whatever guaranteed income you're anticipating receiving. For most people, that's Social Security and possibly a pension. The difference between those two numbers is your retirement shortfall, and that's the gap the fixed index annuity is designed to bridge. Now, the only thing I would add that Tony Robbins didn't mention is that you should be looking for an annuity with a piecemeal internal Roth conversion feature. This allows you to convert your fixed index annuity to a Roth IRA so you can protect that guaranteed lifetime income from the impact of rising taxes in the future. In summary, Tony Robbins reminds us that during the accumulation phase, it's all about assets. How big a pile of money can you grow during your working years? But once you hit retirement, the rules of the game change. Now it's all about income. How much inflation-adjusted guaranteed lifetime income can you generate based on the assets you've accumulated? And he says there's a right way and a wrong way of going about guaranteeing that stream of income. He avoids variable annuities because of the fees. I think this is prudent. He does prefer the fixed index annuity because of its safe and productive growth, along with the guaranteed lifetime income option. And if you can make sure that fixed index annuity includes a piecemeal internal Roth conversion feature, then you can shield yourself from higher taxes along the way. Folks, in the next 10 years, I'm looking to put 100,000 Americans on the road to the 0% tax bracket. If you'd like some help getting on the road to a tax-free retirement, be sure to check out my tax-free toolkit. You can download it for free at taxfreetoolkit.com. If you're a financial professional and want to learn how to become a certified Power Zero advisor, head over to powerzero.com and opt into my free 3-part video series. By the way, if you have any comments or questions, feel free to drop them into the comment section below. I respond to every single one of them personally, and don't forget to click like, subscribe, and the bell so you never miss a video. This is David McKnight. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.